Hi guys, welcome to my channel. And today we will talk about a very interesting topic on the assignments, where we can just give you a brief about what are assignments, what are the various tips and tricks to just gain more score in the assignments, and certain FAQs relates to the assignment. So for all the students who are submitting the assignments for the very first time, so I can say it's a must watch video. It will help you to understand the overall process and definitely help you in gaining more marks, and definitely for all other students also who are not in the first sem, but yes, who are in different sems and maybe uploading the assignments, working on the assignments second, third, or maybe fourth time. For those also, it's an important to just go through this video so that they will get an understanding that okay, these were the lag areas where they secure less marks. So just go through this video. It will clear up all your doubts, and definitely we will cover a number of queries based on my experience. Like if you see my channel, I've started I think it's 2 years back, and I'm in touch with more than 3000 students. So I come up a hell number of questions related to the NMIMS videos, like sir, is it any specific font size, or I can submit in the current cycle or in some another cycle, or maybe if I fail to submit the assignments, or if I just upload the scan copy. So there are n number of queries which my students has posted. So I just collate most of them, which are important to you as well, to just get an understanding of the various queries. So let's start with our first this assignment presentation. So just going to our first slide. So firstly, I'm just giving you a brief overview of the assignments in NMIMS. So you are aware that in NMIMS we are having 4 semester, first, second, third, and fourth semester. Each semester is having 6 subjects. In the fourth semester, we are having only 5 subjects. One is the project that maybe we can just discuss in some other video. So for each subject, the evaluation criteria is dependent on two factors, right? One is assignment and second is exams. So total coverage of each subject is 100 marks. So if I talk about the first semester, you are having 600 marks. Second semester 600 marks. So overall, it's 2400 marks for your complete for 2 years or 4 semesters cycle. So if let's take an example of any one subject. So if I talk about business economics, so in business economics you are having 30 marks of your assignments and 70 marks is for your exams, and similar criteria is applicable for other subjects. Maybe it's OB, or maybe it's ISM, or maybe it's marketing management, or any subject. So the pattern is same. It will remain consistent for all the 4 semesters. 30 marks for your assignments, 70 marks is for your exams. Now, if I talk about the assignment, then each assignment is having 3 questions. First question, second question, third and third B question, and each covers 10 marks. So the first question is of 10 marks, second question is of 10 marks, third A question is of 5 marks, and third B question is of 5 marks. If I talk about the maximum word count, so word count is for first question and second question is 1000 words. And if I talk about the word count for third A and third B question, it's 500 words. So if I talk about word count, so what does mean it's word count? So some students ask like, sir, is MR, prepositions, conjunctions, all these terms are covered? So yes, if you just open any Word document, and if you just if you just select all the content, control A, in the top down, you will get the count of the words. So that will be considered, right? So that is the count is considered based on that. And the next thing is, it should be written in the MS Word document. It should be uploaded in PDF format only. No scanned documents are allowed, right? So if you are preparing any document, maybe you can use Notepad, or maybe you can use Notepad plus plus, or maybe you can use any other tool, even the different browsers, or you can say different operating systems are using different of MS Word or MS Office, or maybe you can say free Office. You can use any one of this. There is no restriction. But at the end of the day, if you are uploading it to the NMIMS portal, it will be uploaded in PDF format only. One important catch is scanned documents are not allowed. What does it mean? It means, like, suppose if a student I think in the last year one student says, sir, I am good in writing, so I can just simply write it down on pen and paper. I can just scan it and just paste it in the Word document. So is it allowed? So boys, guys, this is not allowed, because the system won't be able to just read the content of that scanned document, right? So if you think that, okay, your typing speed is low or you are not able to write it properly, but yes, you can write it easily on pen and paper. So you just write all the stuff, maybe 5, 6, or 10 pages, and simply scan it and make it in the Word document, and after that you can just upload it in PDF format. So in that case, you will get 0 marks. So that's an important thing. Keep in your mind. Next thing is assignment should be unique for each student, right? That's a very important thing. If you are putting your brain, putting your hard work, and if you are sharing your assignment, then there is no use, right? One important thing is, many students are asking that, sir, do we need to mention the question for each of the answer before writing the answer? So no, it's not required. You can just directly start with answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, answer 3b, right? Make sure that if you're writing answer first, the answer should be a first answer, first question only. It should not be like that if you mention answer first and you are just giving the answer for the second question. In that case, again, you will get the 0 marks, right? Next is assignment should be unique. As I mentioned, it should be unique. And if you are thinking, like, suppose you have completed your assignment and you think that, okay, I am done with my assignment, I can upload it, and after that I can share it with anyone. No, it's not allowed. Do not try doing that. Maybe sometimes student think that, okay, he's my friend and he can just refer it. In that case, you both will get the 0 marks. It's not only the second person who is uploading. It's simple. If on in the system they find the same assignment multiple times, 5 times, 6 times, or maybe 2 times, then both the students will get 0 marks. It's not like that the student who is uploading on the second time will only get the 0 marks. So beware of sharing your assignments with your colleagues or your friends. But yes, once the due date is over, I think the due date for this assignment is 29th of May, if I'm not wrong. So on 30th of May or 1st of June, you are free to share your assignments with anyone. That's totally fine. Next is, do not mention any personal information in assignments. Right, that is very important thing, and NMIMS is very strict into this. Do not mention your SAP ID, your name, your address, your phone number, any such personal information. If they find on your assignments, you will get straight away a 0 marks. Right. If you want to mention, like, suppose if you get a question like, mention something about your job profile, you can specify about the job profile. You can mention XYZ, any something, but your actual names, your actual contact numbers will not get revealed, right? Next thing is, total 3 attempts are provided to upload the assignment, so you can upload it 3 times. The first time, second time is the free, the third time is the chargeable. So this is a brief about the assignment overview. Now, next point comes assignment where to access. So many students who are accessing the NMIMS portal, they are not aware how to access, from where to access. So there is a just quick step-by-step guide. Step one, just log into NMIMS portal with your SAP ID and your credentials, the password. And after that, on the left-hand panel, you will get an option of exam. Just click on that. After that, there is another tab which will open up. It will be assignments. So just open that tab, click on that tab, and you will get a page. In at the top there is one timer which is running, right? If you see, every day, every minute, every second, it's getting updated. It's like a reminder for you that, boss, get serious and start working on your assignments. And after that you will get your 6 subjects. After that you will get an option of downloading the files, then you will get the submit assignments. And currently, if you have not uploaded your assignments, it's coming in the red mark that's not submitted, right? So red is highlighting, boss, we'll start working on that. Yeah. So once you complete your assignment, you can upload via using the same screen, and just click on that submit assignments. And once you will done with the uh, assignment, uploading status will get changed from not submitted to the submitted one in the green, right? So this is the way. Maybe you can just go through and navigate the that screen. It's very user friendly and you can easily access this. Then next part is, what is the evaluation criteria for assignments. So if I talk about the theoretical question, so in theoretical we are having introduction, concept and conclusion. And if I talk about the numerical question, we are having the formula, procedure, and answer in the interpretation. So this is a very important slide. This seems to be very simple, but most of the students asking me, sir, do we need to just split it into three different sections? That firstly you just write introduction, then give 5, 7, or 10 lines, then you just write on the concept, then just write some lines. No, these are just an evaluation criteria. So it's just a pattern. Like if you get some question, what would be your actual thought process? Okay, firstly I just give an introductory part, and after that I just give a brief of the actual content which is being asked, and after that I just conclude the statement. So this is just the pattern you should follow while writing your assignment, but there's no hard and fast rule or thumb rule that okay, you just need to split your answer in three different sections, there only you will get a proper marks. No, it's not like that. Similarly, if I talk about the numerical question, then we are having the formula, we are having the procedure, we are having the answer and its interpretation, right? But yes, besides this also you just need to give some introduction, because again the word count is 1,000 words, so you need to write a lot more stuff besides this so that you can write, right? One important thing which my students mostly ask, that in case of the numerical questions, see in numerical questions the answer for most of the students will remain same. Why? Because 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9. So if I am writing or you are writing, both will get 4 plus 5 equals to 9. I can't change 4 plus 5 equals to 10, or you can't change, right? So in that case, NMIMS won't consider the fact that it is being copy case, right? And that's why I just clearly mentioned that besides the formula, procedure, and answer, you need to write the introductory part, because introductory part will not remain the same. Like if I talk about business economics, so we are having indifference curve. So formula will remain the same, but every person will write it in a different way, right? If I talk about the financial analysis, there's one balance sheet where assets plus liability, assets equals to liabilities plus equity income. That formula down will always remain same, that will never change the equation. But if I talk about okay, just solve the question, if you directly solve the question, then it will be same. But if you write something about assets, write something about liability, write something about yeah, that equation, write something about the owner's capital, in that case the things will change. In that case you will never get a copy case. So just make sure that you are writing the right things in a right manner. And definitely if you refer to my videos, I'm that's why I'm just clarifying all the content which needs to be written, and how you can just write it, and how to gain the best marks, right? These are the few tips which definitely based on my experiences and my interaction with my students, I just came to know some. Definitely I'm not an expert, but yes, I come to know a lot many things from you guys as well. So I just write it down, jot it down, and definitely that will always be helpful for you to just gain more marks, right? So let's start with one by one. First thing is write on your own, right? So write the stuff on your own. It doesn't mean that just write everything on your own. You can refer Google, you can refer internet, you can refer to the books, you can refer to NMIMS lectures, or any other stuff or presentation. Just collate the stuff, and after that write it on your own, right? It's important to gain more and more understanding from different sources, right? The more you get the information from the sources, the more you gain the understanding of that particular topic, the more and more you able to understand that okay, uh, I can write this, I can write this as well, I can write this as well, right? It's not like that you just find something on internet, google it out, and just copy paste it down. Okay, okay, this definition is given, this 5 or 6 lines is given, just control C and control V. Do not do that thing, because there are two important aspects. One is plagiarism and copy case. Copy case we already discussed. So in plagiarism, it's simply you are writing the content from internet or any source, and you are just directly pasting it in your documents. Like in this case, we are talking about the assignment. So in this case, NMI uses certain kind of softwares which identify that whether the content which you are writing is plagiarized or not. If you define it plagiarism, then you will get the 0 marks. So just try writing down in your own words. Now, many students ask me the query, sir, how I can just write it down in my own words. So the best way which I prefer, it's simply like you are giving an exam. What happens in the exam? You read the book, you are having lot many things in your stuff in your mind, and during the exam you write it down in your own words. words, right? You all are graduate ones, so you know that while writing, it's not always the same that everything which is mentioned in the book, it's you are writing the exactly word to word same, right? You might have some different thoughts. Your friend, if you both have read the same content, but when you start writing without opening the book, the answers will definitely differ, right? So in that, so the best way is collate the content, read the content, understand that, close everything, and start writing that stuff in your own words. That's the best practice. Next is think then write. Why this is very important? Many students do that. Okay, the question we have asked this numerical, or we have asked, okay, tell me about the 14 principles of this and this, or maybe you can say the conflict management, and you just start writing. Firstly, understand the case study. If you see the question, most of the questions are case study based. So, firstly, it's important. Don't directly just jump to the words which are being asked. Just see, okay, this is the content. This you need to write, and after that, start writing. Right. So think, and after that write. The next thing is write clear and concise content. Right. It should be pretty much clear, and it should be in a concise manner. Right. It's not only that you just need to cover up 1,000 words, so you just write any ad hoc stuff. Just make sure you are writing the right content. The next part comes is the proper indentation and alignment. This is not mandatory. These all the tips are not the mandatory one, but that will surely help you to gain more marks. Why? If you read any document, if it's not properly indented or the alignment is not proper, then the person feels no interest in reading it, and he can just blindly check it. Okay, he can just give it, okay, out of 10 marks he's giving 4 or 5 marks. But if it is properly indented, you have mentioned proper pointers, you have mentioned it in a proper manner, it's readable enough, then the second person also feels interest in reading your content, and in that case he thinks, okay, the although the content is not up to the mark, but still you have put in efforts and the things are pretty much clear, so you can get an additional 1 or 2 marks. That's the small things. I'm not saying that you can get the 30 out of 30, but that will bring you near to reaching out to the maximum marks. Next is mention in pointers as much as possible, right? This is again important thing. When I just evaluate many of my students assignment, I found that they write the content in a paragraph manner. So if I need to read 2 or 3 pages of paragraph, I don't feel much interest after reading 5 or 6 lines. And if I need to take care of 1,000 plus students, it feels so much of boring, and I didn't find it uh, uh, much readable, and I just simply just, okay, give the marks as per uh, my expertise, or as per my that particular type of knowledge, right? So but if you write the things in pointers, okay, point number one, point number two, point number three, point number four, then the person will also feels interest. Okay, he sees, okay, these are the 4 pointers, and after that he say, okay, the content should be correct, and he just make an impression. Okay, the person is writing it in a proper bullet points and the pointers, then the content should seems to be correct, right? So this is again one way to just gain an extra 1 mark. Draw diagrams and figures whenever required. Simply saying that diagram speaks 1,000 words. So it's important. If you just draw the diagram, it will be pictorially clear, and that will be helpful to again score more marks. Try to stick to the word count. That is very important. What normally students do when they just get the content from internet or from any source, they just start writing, and when the word counts, they just come, okay, in the 1,000 words they just cross 1,600 words, or they are just crossing 2,000 words. So guys, they have mentioned the 1,000 words, so it means that it's not like you need to stick to that particular 1,000 words, like you can't go 999 or 1001. It's not like that. But yes, they said that just write the content uh, to up to 1,000 words. 1,000 word means plus minus 10% is acceptable, right? Like if I talk about for 1,000 words, if you are writing something around 850 to 900 words, and continuing till 1,050 or 1,100 words is totally fine. But you will find come across when you just start working your assignments, you find there are some questions where you can just get 650 words, or maybe in some cases you get only 500 words. What will do in that case? In that case, just understand the question. Just think that if they're asking some xyz thing, just try to relate some other stuff as well, right? Maybe you can just stretch 2 or 3 liners. You maybe you can just add the concluding part, or maybe you can just relate few other stuff with that, right? But again, it's not a mandate to go to 900 words, but yes, try to make it nearby. right? But yes, if there's no option of stretching it, then don't use anything useless. Just make it, it should be relatable, right? Last but not the least, which I am just mentioning in all of my assignments videos, do not share. Friendship is at one place, but yes, NMIMS assignments are at one place. If you will share and the other person is uploading the same stuff, you both will get 0 marks. So if you want to fail, you can share, but don't share. If you want to pass, and if you want your friend also to pass, right? That's important thing. Lastly, I'm just coming up with common queries and doubts which my students are asking, because it's a distance learning program. So I also found that on there are a number of WhatsApp groups, there are a number of Telegram groups, there are a number of channels and number of counselors. You are communicating with them on different on day-to-day basis or maybe on weekly basis. You have having so many of queries, and every person will give share their thoughts. Nobody is giving the correct information, so that's why it's important that you should have a clear information. Do not trust the people blindly. Like if somebody is saying that okay, that person is saying in some WhatsApp group and he's our counselor and he's some faculty. So guys, based on my experiences, I'm just sharing the content, and definitely feel free. You can just share your comments, you can just email me, you can just connect me anytime if you are having any doubts, right? So let's talk about the common queries which my students normally ask. The first question: what will happen if I exceed the word count or my word count doesn't reach the expected word limit? There's nothing will happen, just only you can just gain additional 1 or 2 marks. But yes, if you like if as I mentioned earlier as well, the word count is 1,000 words, so plus minus 10% is okay. Or maybe you can go to 20-25%, like 1,200 words. But if you go to 1,500 or almost 50% or 60%, then there is a high probability that you will be losing more and more marks. As more as you get farther from your word count, as much as you are losing your more and more marks. It's very simple, right? But yes, there are few exceptions. For numerical questions, there might be a possibility that the word count won't be get matched, but don't worry about that, right? Next one is it mandate to use any specific font size or the font? So normally, being it's a professional world, and you are also mostly most of you are into the from professional background, so you know that Arial Times Roman are most commonly being used, right? And normally we use 12, 14 or 16 as the font size, but again, there is no mandate for this. But we are sensible enough that we won't use the font size of 72 or 128. It's pretty much obvious, right? And that's why many students asking me questions, sir, how many pages I need to write? I can write the assignment in 3 pages or 4 pages. So guys, there is no page restriction. Even I just encountered few cases where my student can complete the assignment in 1 page, or maybe it can take 15 pages. It purely depends, right? The first thing is about the font size. If I just use the font size of 128 or maybe of 144, then I need to write hundred of pages to just get one answer, right? And if I just use the font size of 1 or 2, then I think in 1 page I can cover at least 1 or 2 questions, right? So guys, don't think of the page, just stick to the word count, right? That's why we just mentioned that word count is important, right? One thing that sometimes if you just copy paste some images, then you ask that images words will be considered, will be counted. No, in that case, being it's a scanned one or you have copy pasted it, and definitely if you just copy paste any figure from somewhere, you just specify it's from the link, or you can say from where you have the source. Basically, you can say the source of that particular figure you have opted for, right? So the second point is there is no fixed criteria for the font size, but yes, recommendable is Arial Times Roman. Arial Times Roman are the most commonly one, and the font size you can go 12, 14, 16, 18. That's totally fine. Normally, if you want to go for some heading, you can write it 16. If you're writing normal content, 12, 14, it's okay, right? Can I submit the few assignments in the current cycle and few later? So yes, it's totally fine, because assignments are independent, right? If you want to upload only one assignment this cycle, you can. After that you can upload in the next cycle second one, the third one in the next cycle. It's totally your choice how many, how much your assignment to upload in any cycle, right? If I talk about the cycle, we are having two regular cycles. June and December are the regular cycles, and if I talk about the backlog cycles, then April and September are the backlog cycles, right? So you can just submit your assignments as per your choice. One important thing is being assignments are independent. But if you think that okay, this assignment I will upload it in the next cycle, so next cycle the questions will change. If you think that okay, I just write the one question now, and I'm not getting much time, so I can write two questions in the next cycle and submit it. So if you see every cycle the questions will change, it will not remain the same, right? Next is, what if I fail to submit the assignment within timeline? You start working, 29th May is the last date, you just start preparing it at a later stage, and you think that okay, I can get some flexibility, I can upload it on 30th of May or maybe 1st of June. So no, it's not acceptable. The portal will get closed. So basically the assignment cycle, if it's closed on 29th of May at 12 p.m. 12 a.m. in the night, so you are having the complete 29 to just upload. But I would say to just upload it a day or two before, because we don't know how the server reacts. At the last time that people starts uploading the assignments and server may crash, so there might be a possibility. So just take a buffer of 1 or 2 day and upload, submit your assignments before the timelines. After timelines, whatever be the situation, your personal issues, family issue, your medical issue, and NMIMS won't consider that cases. You need to submit the assignment in the next cycle with the fresh assignment questions. Is it mandatory to submit the assignments of any subject before the exam? Again, exams and assignments are independent. If I think, okay, I just want to submit the assignment of only BE and FA and want to give the exams of only OB and ISM, then it's totally fine. You can give. It's very flexible. You can submit the assignments in the next cycle. What would happen if I pass in the assignment but not in the exams, or vice versa? Yes. So overall passing criteria is 50 marks. And again, it's on individual basis as well. But don't get confused. If you score overall 15 marks, and if you score 40 marks in mains, and 12 marks in assignment, then also it will be considered as pass. I think I have already covered in a different video. You can just refer to that video. But yes, try to just pass individually. So for assignments we can say the 15 marks, so try to just cover more than 15 marks. And definitely if you just refer to this video and just refer to my other videos where I'm just posting the content, you will definitely score more than 60-65%. That's the minimum which I'm saying. Many of my students have scored 80-90%. It's purely based on your performance and thing. I can just only guide you, and I can just give the best which I can give you for you guys. What would happen if I upload the wrong assignments? This is a very common problem. This won't happen for all the subjects, but there are two subjects in the first semester. One is MM and second is MTP. Both starts with M, right? Marketing management and management theory and practices. Both are a little bit relatable. So it happens for few of my students. They have uploaded it wrongly, right? If you uploaded it and after that things are closed, the cycle will cover up, then you will get 0 marks. But yes, if you are wrongly uploaded it for the first time, and you just come to know that I have uploaded it wrong, because that's why we just say that once uploading, you just try to see and validate that whether the content is correct or not. So at that moment, if you come to know, then being an MIMS provide you three chances to upload the assignment. You can just upload it for the second time, maybe within an hour or two, just before the timeline. That's totally fine. Or maybe sometimes if student think I want to revise some answers, or maybe you just need to add few pointers, then you can just upload it for the second time. That's totally fine. One or two are the free, the third one is the paid one. So make sure you just clear it, otherwise you need to pay I think 500 or 600 bucks while uploading for the third time, right? So these are the few queries, and I think I just tried to cover as much as queries which my students raised. And still, if you feel, you can just post it to my YouTube channel videos. You can raise it in the comments. If you have any doubts or facing any issue related to assignment, exam, pattern, for your career counseling, anything, feel free to just connect to me at ngasc.mba@gmail.com. Please make sure, if you want to connect, just share your contact details over there, so that whenever I will free and surely whenever time permits me, I will surely ring you up, right? That's because every time you just post some question and they said I just want to connect to you, and after that I just reply, please share your contact details. So please, if you are just posting me anything on your on my email ID, just share your contact details. I would be happy to connect to you, and I will try my level best to help you and resolving all your queries as much as my understanding, right? So hope this video will you will like it. So if you like this video, do like, do subscribe, and stay connected for further videos. So I will be start posting for the assignment videos for first sem, second sem, third sem, and so on. So just stay tuned and stay connected.